Right, welcome back everybody. So let's get into our regulars. We've got your question of the day and the trending topic. So question of the day this morning, I suppose it is the big talking point. So let's get your views and opinions on it. What do you make of the Court ruling that former President Jacob Zuma was unlawfully granted medical parole? So that's where you can get hold of us at Morning Live SABC. That number as well, 079 459 1897 is where you can send your voice messages.
Also 00078 459 1897.
What did I say?
79.
Oh, did I? 07. Oh my gosh. We're testing our eyesight here this morning.
We are.
Every morning it's testing eyesight. It's trying to see as far as you can in the smallest font on the opposite side of the studio. Okay, all right, okay, thank you. So there we go. Let's get into the trending topics now.
Yeah, let's do. All right, first up, hashtag Zuma, and relating to that question of the day, and one of the top stories this morning, of course, the Constitutional Court judgment speaking to the unlawful granting of parole to the former president. And there's a lot of talk going on about, what the court has stated in terms of Zuma's return to the prison facility, the time that he has spent out on parole, whether that should be considered, etc., etc. But the court was quite clear, I thought, in that judgment, in that some of these matters are outside of their purview, and it was for the commissioner to decide and not for the Constitutional Court.
So the Constitutional Court, I beg your pardon, Correctional Services, of course, releasing a statement saying they're looking at it, they're studying it, the very same response to what you heard from the President as he was sort of door-stopped after the gala dinner last night. And Correctional Services and the President sharing the same sentiment, say the department is studying the Court judgment in the review application in relation to the medical parole placement for the former President Jacob Zuma, and they'll seek legal advice and comment further in due course. So that's the reaction from Correctional Services. As you can see, Correctional Services is trending, but it's trending for many reasons. So, there's just a lot of talk about, obviously, what's happened with the former President Jacob Zuma ruling and Correctional Services, but Correctional Services also because of Thabo Bester and the visit into the prison yesterday, and of course what's happening with some of the reports, and Al-Griselda Lewis was saying when she was on that visit with Correctional Services, they heard Thabo Bester from his prison cell, who didn't want to come out and see the media, but him screaming from his cell saying that he's being tortured. But then, of course, Correctional Services denying this and saying, he can complain, but they haven't heard anything. It only happened now. Thabo Bester not coming out and speaking to the media. There's just a lot going on with Correctional Services.
Yeah,
and
including the Nandipha Makutumana issue, the allegations that she's receiving preferential treatment at the Biza Makate Correctional Facility for women in Kroonstad. The allegation that she's been kept in the hospital section of the facility, and seemingly, some investigation happening into that particular matter as well.
Yeah, indeed. All right. Also asking, it's quite interesting to have seen such a tour taking place by media and journalists.
The media, indeed.
Yeah, very interesting to see that. Anyway, all right, Zandile Mafe, another story that is trending. What a news day it was yesterday. This one, and you could see, and hear yesterday that there was a lot of confusion coming out of Zandile Mafe and while he was in court. And I think what they're saying is that basically what he said, I burnt Parliament intentionally. I want a life sentence of 25 years from now. Until after 2043, I'm not afraid. They say the DA must not be in the Parliament. The DA are killers. DA is murderers. They kill black people. He was saying a lot of things yesterday.
Yeah.
It really was quite a show that was happening yesterday, and the judge basically saying that they're unable to follow the court proceedings, or he is, and this is all because of the psychiatric evaluation he did have,
which he had, of course, done in Makanda, I think it was. So basically, he made that admission yesterday. But of course, now the psychiatric evaluation has to come to the fore. But just in case you missed it, this is what actually transpired in that court yesterday when Zandile Mafe entered.
You must take it to Bloemfontein, at Parliament. If you don't take it to Pretoria, It must relocate. It must move here, this parliament. I ban it intentionally. Me, Christmas Zandile Mafe. I gonna ban it more if it doesn't move to Bloemfontein or Pretoria. The service delivery protest, which is occurring outside, is about my release. Last year was a service delivery, occurred 5,000 service delivery. Most of it was a violence service delivery. Load shedding occurred 2,900 hours last year. Load shedding occurred 207 days last year. Load shedding occurred 177 times. I want this parliament to the majority of the people. It must move here.
Well, there you have it. That's what played out in court yesterday.
Yeah, all right, Zandile Mafe, and this went on for quite some time, and a lot was said there. Mkwebane.
And the ongoing saga. So people still talking to this, the Constitutional Court ruling handed down. Constitutional Court has been very busy. And, quite a lot of talk going on. This, of course, also to do with the suspended public protector not responding to the Section 194 committee timeously. So, again, it's all just more of, what has been happening, and we wait to see how all of this plays out.
What a busy day it was yesterday, and as you can imagine, the social media was going berserk. Concourt on Nkwane's suspension, no bias by Ramaphosa in removing her. So that was what was decided, and she, of course, is I don't know where she's going now, but she will continue. That's what she has promised. So let's see what happens. All of these are stories that no doubt have got a lot more that's behind them. So we'll keep on watching them for you. Right, that wraps up the trending topics. So after the break, Professor Haroon Borat is going to be joining us. He's an economist at the University of Cape Town. Basically, what he's saying is that the 350 Rand a month grant has absolutely no impact on employment outcomes in the country. So we're going to quiz him on that and get a lot more detail. That'll happen after the break. Stay with us.